Hello, and welcome to AI in the Future, Beyond the Horizon. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. This is the podcast where we explore how artificial intelligence is shaping our world. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and complex topics out there: the rise of AI.
That's right, AI is no longer something out of a sci-fi movie. It's here, and it's making an impact in ways we could have only dreamed of just a decade ago. So today, we're talking about how far AI has come and where it's headed.
We'll explore what AI is, how it's changing industries, the ethical dilemmas it's raising, and the big question: what's the future of AI? So let's get into it.
Okay, Jamie, let's start with the basics. For anyone who's still trying to wrap their heads around AI, how would you define it?
Good question. I'd say AI is when a machine or a computer system can mimic human intelligence. It's like teaching a machine to do things like recognize faces, understand speech, or even solve problems. The goal is to create systems that can learn from data and improve their performance over time, almost like how humans do.
So, it's about machines learning from data instead of just being programmed to do one specific task. But what's exciting is how AI is being used beyond just simple tasks. It's even starting to create art. Like, AI can compose music and generate paintings. Wild, right?
Yeah, it's kind of mind blowing. There are AI systems today that can write stories, generate new recipes, and even make decisions. It's like AI is tapping into the creative side of things, which leads me to think, what's next?
Speaking of what's next, let's talk about how AI is shaking up the job market. There's a lot of talk about AI replacing human jobs, but it's not all doom and gloom, right?
Exactly. Sure, some jobs might be automated, especially repetitive or dangerous ones. But AI could also create entirely new types of jobs. I mean, think about the rise of AI specialists, machine learning engineers, or even ethical AI advisors. There's a huge demand for people who can design, teach, and guide AI.
Right. And I think the key here is adaptability. If workers can shift toward more creative, strategic, or tech-centric roles, they'll still find opportunities. But we need to make sure that workers are upskilling and ready for these changes.
Which brings us to the elephant in the room: the ethics of AI. As AI systems become more advanced, we start facing really tough moral questions. One of the big ones is, who's responsible when AI makes a bad decision?
Yeah, like in the case of self-driving cars. If a car has to choose between hitting a pedestrian or swerving and injuring its passengers, who decides what's the right thing to do? And should AI even be making these kinds of decisions?
It's tricky, and it's something we're going to have to figure out as we move forward. There's also the issue of bias in AI. If the data AI is trained on is biased, that bias can be reflected in its decisions, and that can have real world consequences.
Exactly. It reflects the world around it, including all the human biases that exist. So, making sure AI systems are transparent and fair will be crucial if we're going to use them in a way that benefits society.
So, Alex, let's talk about the future. Where do you see AI in, say, 10 or 20 years?
I think we'll see AI systems that are even more integrated into our daily lives, from healthcare to education to transportation. Imagine personalized learning platforms where AI adapts to your specific needs, or even AI doctors who can diagnose diseases with better accuracy than human doctors.
Yep. And I think we're also going to see the development of what some people call artificial general intelligence, or AGI. That's when AI can perform any intellectual task that a human can. It's kind of the holy grail of AI, but we're still a long way from that.
True, but the potential is huge. AGI could help solve complex global challenges, from climate change to poverty. The real challenge will be how we ensure it's developed responsibly and used for the greater good.
Well, that's a wrap on our first episode of AI and the Future, beyond the horizon.
We've only scratched the surface today, but we'll be diving into more specific AI topics in future episodes. From AI in healthcare to AI in the arts, and even AI's role in the future of work. So, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned.
Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep exploring the future.